Hey y'all, welcome back to Shawna Rae, a cooking and cleaning channel for busy moms like myself. Today, we are gonna be making the steak bites and sweet potato recipe in my new cast iron skillet that turned out freaking amazing. You guys are not gonna wanna miss this recipe, so stay tuned. And since becoming a mom, it literally is like I found my purpose. So for this recipe, you're gonna need 1.5 to 2 pounds of sirloin steak. This is the type I got from Aldi. You're also gonna need 2 to 3 sweet potatoes, and then I used onion powder, thyme, salt, pepper, minced garlic, and butter for the seasonings, and then I also served it with avocado on the side. First off, I am going to go ahead and take my steak and I am going to cut off all the really fatty sides of it. So I just don't want to cook those with my steak bites. I'm cutting off all the fat, and then I'm also going to cut the steak into bite-sized pieces, about 1-inch size pieces. Once we're done cutting the steak up, I just placed it in a bowl, and then I'm gonna season it with salt, pepper, onion powder, a little bit of olive oil, and then some minced garlic as well. I'm just going to let that sit to the side while I prepare the potatoes. I ended up using 3 sweet potatoes, and I just went ahead and peeled these and then cut them up into bite-sized pieces. You don't have to peel your potatoes, just make sure you wash them really good if you don't. I personally just don't like the skins on my potatoes. Once the potatoes were cut up, I did go ahead and season those as well with some olive oil, some salt, some pepper, some thyme, and some garlic as well. Now in my cast iron skillet, I'm gonna go ahead and take about 2 tablespoons of butter and let it melt before I put the potatoes in. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and put the sweet potatoes into the butter. I'm gonna mix them around, and I'm gonna let these cook on the stovetop on medium-high heat for about 10 to 12 minutes, stirring occasionally until they are done. Once they are done, I'm gonna go ahead and remove them to a bowl on the side so I can go ahead and cook my steak. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit more butter, about another tablespoon of butter, and let that melt. And then I'm gonna add in all of my steak bites into the pan and let those cook. I let mine cook for about 5 minutes if you want, but I wanted mine pretty well done because my toddler son was eating with me. If you like your steak more like medium or medium rare, cook it closer to 2 to 3 minutes. Basically, you want to make sure all the sides are brown, but then the center of the steak bites can be whatever doneness you prefer your steak. Once the steak was done cooking, I did drain out the extra liquid that had come from the steak, and then I scooted the steak over to one side of the pan, added back in the sweet potatoes, and topped them both with a little bit more butter. And then I let these just cook for another minute, just so the sweet potatoes could heat back up before you served it. This turned out so good. Both me and my son, my toddler son who's almost 2, absolutely loved this meal. It is by far one of my favorites. I served it with some avocado on the side, and taking a bite that had avocado, sweet potato, and steak all in it was just so good. If you make this recipe, make sure you tag me over on Instagram at ShawnaRaeVideos. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up before heading out the door. And if you are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button for new food videos every Friday. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.